Hey guys, this is Dan from OnlineLabels. We're making this video to serve as your ultimate guide for making labels for tubes of lip balm and lip gloss. If you run a lip gloss brand or really any cosmetics business, you know that labels are absolutely essential. Not only do you need well-designed, high-quality product labels to keep up with your competition, but you can need shipping labels, warning labels, thank you stickers, packaging decorations, and so much more. So follow along and we'll go through the step-by-step process of making these ideas into finished products, all the way from designing your labels to applying them to your products. Let's take a look. Step 1 is to choose the right size for your labels. Whether you're working with tubes, tins, bottles, or really anything else, getting exact measurements is essential. This can be tricky with small, curved containers like these, so try using our Printable Ruler. This will let you wrap around your products to nail your size exactly, and all you have to do is print the ruler and cut it out yourself. Once you have your measurements, it's time to find your size. You can browse our blank label templates and sizes to find the label that works for your products. For lip balm tubes, we offer a lot of sizes with safety perforation tabs, ones that wrap around the tube entirely, and much more. So within all that variety, make sure you pick something that works with your product. For example, if you're using a white label on a clear lip gloss tube, you won't want it to wrap all the way around and keep customers from previewing the shade. And that brings us to step 2, which is choosing the right material for your labels. We offer a variety of choices for different styles and production needs. An all-organic, natural lip balm brand might feel more at home on a brown craft label, and something with a little more sheen and color to it could pop more on a glossy white material. Beyond that, clear labels are a must if you're trying to showcase your product's shades through clear bottles or tubes, like we mentioned. So it's important to choose what's going to work best with your brand identity, but also to choose something that's durable. You don't want your products to tear or smear away during the shipping process or in your customers' purses or pockets. Going with something sturdier here keeps your information and artwork protected from extreme temperatures, moisture, and more. Our most popular lip balm label materials are weatherproof polyester and clear gloss, but we see a lot of white gloss and use of brown craft too. Alright, now we're going to open up Maestro Label Designer and start the third step of the process, which is the most fun part: actually design it. Maestro comes free with any purchase from our site, and when you activate, you'll have access to a ton of clip art, font choices, business tools, and more. You can design any label you need right here in the designer, and also find our blank and pre-designed label templates, which will give you the perfect starting point to choose from for your design. Now that you're designing your product labels, being familiar with your brand identity is the most important thing. So you have all the tools you need to create an image that evokes really what your brand is about. You're going to want to use a lot of blank space in your design and not overcrowd with a lot of little fonts, graphics, and pieces of artwork. And don't use any fonts that are too intricate, loopy, or handwritten, because you don't want people getting confused when they pick up your products. It's also a good idea to not overuse color. With lip gloss labels, usually a simple black and white is common, but adding a limited color palette and a pop of saturation is a really good way to make your labels eye-catching too. And using different colors in your labels is a great way to show off different shades. The FDA also regulates misinformation in the cosmetics industry, so it's your responsibility to make sure that the labeling of your product isn't misleading. We have an article linked in the description that'll give you a few more details on exactly what the requirements are, but here are a few essentials. The principal display panel of your label needs to indicate the name of the product. You also need to add the net quantity of contents as a numerical number. This is usually the weight. Also includes your business information, lists of ingredients, and all the necessary warnings and directions for use. Especially if you're using our pre-designed templates, it's not hard to get exactly what you're looking for here. And step 4 is to decide whether you're going to print your lip gloss labels at home or order them custom printed. This decision depends on a lot of different factors that are going to be specific to you, your business, and your workflow. We have a video that goes a little more in depth on which choice might be right for you, so check that out if you're not sure. If you're printing from home, all you have to do is make sure you order the right size and material for your printer, and then you can print your labels straight from home. Make sure to know whether you're working with an inkjet or a laser printer before you order your material. If you're ordering your designs custom printed, all you have to do is submit your idea and then wait for delivery. And the last step of the process here, step 5, is applying your labels. It's important to be really careful when you're peeling your labels off of their backing. You don't want to waste labels or damage your products. It's also a good idea to do this long after you've created your lip gloss. If you're filling these tubes with hot wax or putting them through anything else in the creation of your products, it could heat up the container, expand the plastic, or melt the adhesive on the label. So it's a good idea to consider the label the cherry on top and do it last. The best way to apply a lip gloss label is to start right in the middle and then work your way around. If you're working with a perforation, it's a good idea to use that to line up the label, since that's really going to need to be exact. If your safety tab or the seal of your label doesn't line up with the cap of your tube, it can make it annoying for customers to open your product. Also, a lot of times when you're working with tubes, they're going to be too smooth for labels to apply comfortably. So you can take some sandpaper and lightly sand it down to give it some surface tension. Now that your product labels are well designed, durable, and applied to your products, you're pretty much ready to go. You can use labels to decorate your packaging if you need to seal any envelopes, put QR codes on the side of the box, leave some thank you stickers inside the packaging, and so much more. If you still have any questions about creating lip gloss labels, or templates, or anything else, make sure to leave a comment down below and we'll answer your questions. Thank you so much for watching, and if you have labels in your life in any way, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Check out the links in the description to learn more, and we'll see you next time.